Good morning, everybody. Brooke here. We'll do a 45-minute combination HIIT intensity interval training and Pilates routine. So we're going to do about half of the class, about 22 minutes of intervals and about 22 minutes of Pilates. So I've done this once before. I'm going to improve on that last session, which I did last week, and see if we can kind of make it nice and smooth so you guys can kind of revisit this one if you need to. Anyway, so the intervals, we're going to start with a short warm-up, and then we're going to do about 6 intervals. Each will last 30 seconds with 20 seconds rest in between. Then after we've done the round of 6 intervals, we have a minute of rest, and then we do the same again, and we have 3 rounds. The last round will be a little bit slightly different exercises, more simple, because I always see that everybody's a little bit tired, including myself, by that 3rd round. So let's go ahead and get started warming up. So just start moving your body, just shaking your arms out, kind of jumping, hopping side to side. Just really let your arms kind of flop, let your shoulders relax, and just kind of bounce. Just getting the heart rate slowly up. Good. And then taking that up a little bit, just take the arms up and just add a little bit more movement in the arms. Okay, and take the arms higher and lift the knee up to your elbow. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then I'm going to step nice and wide with your feet. Have your feet parallel with your toes pointing forward. I'm going to take your left hand to your right foot and then stand, right hand to the left foot. So again, we're getting the heart rate up a little bit, but also starting to stretch the inner thighs. Warm up your hips as well. Number 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm going to take both arms, or both legs straight, hands to the tops of your hips. Just hinge yourself forward. Hold on to your ankles and just draw your chest almost through your legs. Let your head hang, nod your head. And then shake the head side to side. Hands down to the floor. If you can reach, and then take both hands to one foot. And then turn the shoulders, just twisting the spine. Lifting one hand up to the ceiling. And back to the center. Walk over to your left foot. Right hand on the left foot, as that left arm goes up to the ceiling, turning the shoulders, and then breathe in, come back to the center, walk your hands back, chin to chest, roll yourself up, and just reach your arm up to the ceiling, one hand goes down the side of the leg, just stretching the obliques and the sides of the ribs, and then change arms. Good, lace your fingers behind the back, lift the chest up, and then we're going to hinge forward, just letting the arms drop away from the body. Let the hands come down, bend the knees, and roll yourself up to standing. And we're going to go ahead and start with our first interval. Now, the first one is a split lunge. So you take your right foot forward, left leg back, drop that left knee, zip the core tight, relax the shoulders, and then you jump to change. Jump back. So we're going to start, and now, starting for 40 seconds. Now you can do a little lower intense, where you just step the feet back rather than jumping. But again, if you want to get that heart rate up, try to add the jump. Use your arms to help you swing, lifting you a little higher. And make sure you really drive that back knee down towards the floor each time you come down. So don't cheat yourself by making it too small. So for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Little side steps. Just keep moving. This is our 20 seconds of rest. Next interval is going to be a flutter squat. We flutter the feet left and right. Drop down into a squat. Starting in 5, 3, 2, and 1. Right, left, and squat. Left, right, squat. Again, you can make it a little smaller if you need to. If you want to go lower intensity, if you want to make it bigger, just drop low and then jump high. Good. About 10 seconds to go. You go really quickly, but so does the rest. 3, 2, 1, and just side steps. Move your arms, move your legs. Next, we're going to come down into a plank position and hop the legs forward, hop legs to the left, hop the legs to the right. Just follow what I'm doing. Second round is going to be the same as the first, so you'll get used to these exercises. Just step into that plank, so jump the feet in and out, jump to the left and back, and jump to the right and back. Okay, starting now. In, back, left, back, in, back, right, back. Shoulders over the hands. Again, you've got the option to make a lower intensity by just stepping everything in and back. 10 seconds. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. And back to standing. Just shake the arms out. Step the feet side to side. Next interval is going to be shimmying. You're running in place. Drop to a plank. And then jump up, shimmy again. So you drop about every 4 or 5 seconds. Starting in 5. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Jump back, jump in, jump up and run. 2, 3, 4, and down. Back, in, and up, run. 2, 3, 4, out, in, and up. 1, 2, shoulders back, core strong, and down. Jump in, out, and up. A little bit bigger if you run. Hands down, step feet back, in, and up. And last one, out, back, and up. One more run. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just walk the arms. Swing the arms up the feet side to side. 2 more to go in round 1. First one is going to be a twist pull. We did that briefly in the warm-up. You can hop as well. We're going to start in 5. Last 2. Now let's go. And elbow to knee. Adding the hop to make it a little bit more aerobic if you can. Otherwise, keep it low. Okay, about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick rest. And then the last interval is burpees. Classic, dive into a plank, feet back, feet in, jump up, and back down again. Shoulders relaxed. Last interval, give it all you got. 5 seconds on we go. We're going to start down in that plank position. The feet back, jump in, jump up, and down and back. In, up, out, in, up, down. Now try to look up as you jump up. That will help you lift your chest. Get your hands flat on the floor or on your mat. You can speed it up if you can. Last 5 seconds. Go 3 more. And up. 2. And jump. Last 1. And jump. And then you give a minute rest. Good. Grab some water. Grab a towel. Feel free to wipe away your sweat if you're starting to sweat already. Just keep moving. So second round is just the same as the first. Same 6 exercises. 40 seconds on, about 20 seconds off. I'll probably roll through them a little more quickly, because there'll be less explaining to do. Take a big breath in and out. And in and out. So the first one is that split lunge, jumping or stepping between. Let's go ahead and get started. Step your right foot forward, left leg back, drop that back knee down to the mat, and switch, and switch. Again, use the arms to help propel you up. So you jump a little higher, get that back knee a little lower. You want to make it bigger. "15 seconds. You might feel that the muscles are starting to burn a little bit. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. 20-second break. Step your feet side to side. Move your arms. Catch your breath. Next one's our flutter squat. Right foot forward, left foot forward, then drop into a squat. Jump up to it again. Drop your shoulders back, open chest. Then let's go. Right, left, down. Left, right, down. Right, left, down. Try to really get the hips low. Keep your chest up. Hands could be along the sides of your rib cage. I exhale as I come down. Inhale as I come up. 10 seconds. 4, 3, 2, last one, and down. Side steps. Next one, we come down to our plank. 3-way jumping, center, left, and right. Good, so let's get down into that plank position. Step the feet back, lift the head up and go. In, back, left, back, in, back, to the right, and back. Try to keep your hips low. Except when those feet come in towards your hands. 20 seconds. Keep the energy. Keep the head up. 10 seconds. Last 2. And come in, stand, and do your side steps. Whew. Good. Next exercise, shimmying, running in place, dropping down into plank, jumping the feet back, and up again. Starting in 4, 3, 2, run it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Jump back and jump up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Speed it up. Down. Jump back. Jump up. 1, 2. Feet wide. Your chest can be low. And down. Jump back. Jump in and run. Down. Back. In and up. That's 30 seconds. Jump down. Back. And up. Jump down, back, and up. Last one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, and up. Step it out. Whew. Good. Next one's our twist pull. Just get that heart rate down slightly in between exercises. 5 more seconds. And arms up, and drop. Make sure you keep your breath flowing as you're exercising. Stay within your comfort zone. I mean, right at the edge of that comfort zone, I should say. But don't feel like you're losing alignment or about to get injured. That's about halfway. You've got more, try to give it a little more, make it bigger, make it faster. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Walk it out. Last exercise in this round. Back to the dreaded burpees. Take 10 more seconds to get your breath. Keep your heart rate down. Okay, doing great. All right, let's get into that plank position. Step the feet back, get the head up, hips low, and go. In, jump, and back. Hands flat on the floor. Chest high, look up to the ceiling. Remember, we get a minute rest after this, so give it all you got. Ten seconds. Let's go 3 more burpees. 3, 2, last one. Finish with a jump, and then march it out. Keep the feet moving, move the arms, grab some water. Good. So one of the reasons I do these HIIT, high intensity interval trainings, as much as they're incredibly difficult and challenging, they're incredibly efficient. In a 25-minute workout, even if you just did the HIIT section, you'd get the equivalent of maybe a 40-minute run. And I do notice, even though I run a lot and I love running, I find that my muscles ache more from these sessions than they do from my 5 or 6K runs. So I do feel that it's hard, but really worthwhile. And then when you combine it with some Pilates, some stretching, and the core strengthening, a little bit of upper body, it's a really great workout. Good, we're gonna start the third round. Again, I'm gonna simplify slightly for the third round. Let's start here in 5 seconds. First one is a squat, jump. So just like a frog squat, jumping up to the ceiling. Hands to the floor, jump up. Let's start now. 40 seconds. Try to get the hips down. And then look up, reach up. You can slow it down in this last round if you need to. 15 seconds. Strong breath. Last 4, 3, 2, and finish the big jump. 20 seconds rest. Get that heart rate down. Maybe get your towel, wipe the sweat off. Next one, mountain climbers. I'm gonna start in that plank pose. Drop the knees into your chest. Okay, let's get down into our plank now. Feet back and go. Right, left. Keep the energy in it, like you're running. Look at those knees in. Engage your core. Keep the shoulders over your hands. Feel free to slow it down. And then speed it up. Almost finished with intervals. Keep moving. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet in. Come back to standing. Move side to side. The next interval, we're just going to do the right leg, curtsy, and then a side kick. We do 40 seconds on the right, little left rest, then 40 seconds on the left. Starting in 5. Okay, so plant your left foot. Take your right foot behind. Your right leg's going to be your moving leg. You bend and kick. Bend and kick. Starting now. And kick. Bend and kick. Down. Chest high. Hands near your heart. Try to get the foot to hip width or hip height. Try to lean back into that kick. Let's go 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step your feet out. Move your arms around. Next one, we're standing on the right, kicking your left. Good. Just get that heart rate down again. These ones a little bit lighter than the mountain climbers. Okay, last 3. 2, stand on that right leg, kick the left, kick and back, kick and down, kick, lean into that kick. Try to get the foot higher than the hip. Really bend into that curtsy, chest up as you go into your curtsy lunge. That's halfway. Ten seconds. Let's go 4 more. 3, make them good. 2, last 1, and step your feet out. Get your heart rate down. Second to last exercise here, gonna be high knees. Chest stays high, drive your knees up to your hands. Almost done, 2 to go. And let's start right, left, right, left. So perfect posture, strong core, strong legs. You're halfway. Ten seconds. Open collarbone, shoulders relaxed. That's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and walk it out. Good. One final interval. We're gonna finish strong. One last set of burpees. 40 seconds. We get a rest. Okay, let's push on through. Get down into your plank. Step the feet back. Take a big breath in and go. Jump in, up and back, in. Look up, chest up. Hands flat. Halfway. Look up. 10 seconds. 3 and 2 and lift. 1 more. Back in and jump. Oh, I find this really hard. Walk around, move around. Oh. Little side steps. Good, arms overhead. Big inhale and exhale. And again. Okay, grab some water. We'll be down to the mat in just a moment. We're not going to use any equipment for the Pilates. Keep it nice and simple. Okay, I always like to take the shoes off for the Pilates as well. And socks. Good. So one last sweat mop. Got my towel down on my mat so don't slip around. Because I always continue to sweat for a little while after doing those intervals. So take your hands to your ankles or your calves, draw your chest down towards your knees, drop your chin, and then breathe in, realign your spine, hands up, and then roll down. Slow and controlled. Inhale, reach the arms behind you. And then exhale, peel the spine back up again. Think about this as a little bit of an active recovery as well. It's going to be much lower impact, obviously, than the intervals. Kind of slower, more controlled movements, but no less important. Reach forward, realign, straighten your back, and then round the spine to roll it down one more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, strengthen. Sweep the arms forward and straighten up. We're going to hold here for a moment. So you can grow a little taller. Rock your hips side to side. So you can find another inch of length through your spine. And breathe out. Round the spine. Shoulders relax. Hips anchor. Twist to your left and center. Twist to the right and center. Twist left and right. Good. Stay there for 4, 3. Really look over the shoulders. No movement through the feet. 2 and 1. Back to the center. Roll it slowly all the way down to the mat. Draw your knees into your chest. Have a little bit of movement side to side. Adjust yourself on your mat if you need to. Smooth your mat out if you need to. And then hug your right knee and extend your left leg long. Point that left toe toward the wall meets the ceiling in front of you, and then change the leg. Strong exhale with each knee pull. Stay here for 10, 9. Single leg stretch, chin to chest. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull both knees and take your hands behind your head. Support the neck. Elbow to opposite knee. Crisscross. Chest elbow right up to left knee and vice versa. Stay here for 10, 9. Try to keep your elbows wide. Really get that left shoulder off the mat as you're reaching towards your right. And right shoulder off the mat as we reach to your left. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Draw your knees in. Take a deep breath. Lift your knees up into our tabletop position. Neutral spine. Little space under your lower back. Sink the ribs down. Draw the belly button in. Lift your pelvic floor. So think about your sit bones. The back passage is lifting as you draw your sit bones together. And then we're going to tap your right toe down to the mat. Exhale. Think drawing the belly button in as the knee comes back up. Left toe goes down to the mat. And maintaining that neutral spine. Imagine a ripe strawberry under your lower back. Trying not to squish it. Keeping your ribs pointing towards your hips. Keeping the belly button in tight. Engaging your pelvic floor throughout. Tap. And lift. Make sure the knees come in and closer than your hips. Last 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Knees, both knees up, head and shoulders up, and then we're going to turn it into a double leg stretch. Both arms, both legs. Inhale, tuck. Exhale, reach. And tuck. And reach. Let's aim for 8, 7, 6, 5. One thing I love about my live sessions is having music. I don't have to just hear the sound of my own voice, counting the whole time. Last 1. Take the shoulders back, hug the knees in, turn your head side to side. Next week, I'm going back to my normal schedule at Yoga Home in Stoke Newington in London. I'm there early mornings on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Let your head and shoulders up off the mat. Hold the right leg. Scissors. Pull, pull. Switch the legs. Straight leg scissors. Leg into the chest, working towards straight legs, trying to hold the back of the calf, or even up to the ankle. Stay here for 8. Head and shoulders high up off the mat. You're cupped on the tips of your shoulder blades. Last 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the shoulders, pull the knees in, take a big breath. Good. Now stretch your legs out long. Cross your right leg over your left. Take your hands behind your head. Maintain neutral spine throughout this next series, but button your ribs towards your hips. Draw the belly button in. Lift your head and shoulders up and down. Lift and lower. 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, we hold up. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let the head and shoulders come down. Lift your right knee up. Keep that knee in tabletop, knee above the hip, shin parallel to the floor. Head and shoulders up. Little pulses again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then take your left arm, slide it across that right knee, press the back of the arm into the knee. Inhale, hand behind the head. Exhale, reach out to that right corner of the room. Get your left shoulder high up off the mat. Feel the right oblique tightening with each twist. Stay here for 4, 3, last 2. We're gonna hold the last one, so really reach out to that corner of the room and then take the shoulders back. Extend your right leg long, cross your left leg over the right. Button your ribs towards your hips, engage the core. Slow, full range motion, lift and lower, up and down, point the toes. Get the legs nice and long, get the belly button pulling and tight. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, exhale with each lift, hold the last one up, little pulses, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Head and shoulders come down, lift your left knee up, head and shoulders up once again, and pulse again, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then right arm goes across that left leg, push the back of the arm into that leg, just to get that tension between the arm and the knee. That will tighten that oblique muscle even more. Stay there for 4. Make each one count. Reach and hold. Last 2. And hold in the last one for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the head and shoulders down. Extend that left leg. Reach your arms nice and long. Lift your ribs off the mat, like arching into your back. And then sink the ribs down. Lift your hand, lift your head. Peel your spine up. And just fold forward over your legs once again. Good. Just take a moment. Mop your brow if you need to. Grab a sip of water. We're going to change position, flipping on to all fours. So a little bit more focus on the legs. So I want you to come down to your elbows. Lace the fingers together and slide your right leg back. Draw the belly button up and away, slide the shoulders down the back, and then start lifting that right leg up and down. Slow movements. So there's 6. Look off the end of the mat. Check that your left hip is over your left knee. Last 3, 2, and hold the next one up. Bend the knee, point the toe up to the ceiling, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Turn the knee out, turn the toes in, circle the knee, big circles up and around. Like you're stirring that knee in your hip socket for 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reach that right toe out to the corner of the mat. It should be a little wider than your hip. You step the foot even off the mat, and then lift that leg up at a diagonal and back down again. Reaching through that right toe up to the right top corner of the room. Stay there for 5. So this is the upper body as well. 4, 3, 2, last one. We hold it up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the right knee down. Sit back onto your heels. Rest your head on the mat. And then go for the other side. So coming to your elbows, lace the fingers together, slide your left leg back, zip the core in. 8, lifts, legs straight, toe pointed. Slow movements. Core strong, shoulders down. Stay there for 4, 3, 2. Last one we hold, bend the knee, point the toe up, pulse it up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then turn the knee out, turn the toe in, big circles, up and around, for 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And extend that toe out to the left corner of the mat. Maybe a little further along, just off the edge of the mat. Right hip over the right knee, and then lift your left leg up and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. We're gonna hold up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that left knee. Toes together, knees apart. So back onto your heels. Rest your head. And then just drag your hands back, rolling through your spine. Lace the fingers together behind your back with the arms. And then lace the fingers in front, around the shoulders. Arms up. And then out to the sides, good. So just changing positions again. We're gonna come back to our abdominals for a moment. We're gonna go from our C curve abdominals down into a few shoulder bridges, then focus mostly on our upper back. So feet are in line with your knees and your hips, the space between your knees. We're gonna breathe out, tilt the pelvis with your abdominals around the spine, and let's actually come up onto tiptoes. If you wanna make this a little more challenging, lift your heels up off the mat. Imagine you're hugging a big ball in front of you. Elbows are soft, arms making a circle. That's the spine is kind of curved around that lower curve of your big ball. Lower and lift. We go down an inch and up an inch. Stay there for 6. If you feel like you're about to cramp in your lower legs, just relax your feet. Or if you're cramping in your toes, some people don't like to point their toes too early in the morning. Stay here for 4, 3, 2. Let's hold the last one. Draw the belly button a little tighter. Breathe out with the arms over your head. Inhale, lower them back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. 4 more. And 3. Arms out of the peripheral vision. Last 2. And 1. We hold that last one up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your knees, flat feet. Stretch out your back. And then breathe out, go back into your C curve. So tilt the pelvis, scoop your belly button in, tuck your tailbone under. Lift those heels up if you can, and then turn your shoulders to the left. Elbows a little wider, shoulders down. Go down an inch, up an inch. Tuck and lift for 8. Shoulders facing the hands. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna hold this last one 4 times, arms overhead and down. 3, out of the peripheral vision again. Keep turning to that left corner of the room. 2. Last hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. Stretch before we do the last set. And then breathe out, round the spine, rib to hip connection. Tuck your tailbone, scoop the belly button up onto those toes. Turn to the right, down an inch, up an inch. Tuck. And let's make sure knees are pulling together. 8 and 7, elbows wide. 6, last 5, sit the core. 4, feel the abdominals burning. 3, 2, and 1. So turn a little further, arms overhead. 4 and 3, last 2, last 1. We're gonna hold up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands come back to the knees. Open your knees out. Use your elbows to push the knees down as you lean forward over your legs. So if you haven't done this for a long time, or you're just kind of getting into your fitness journey, you might find that your body starts to shake a little bit as you do certain exercises. That's completely normal. And in fact, it's positive. It just means that those muscles are really responding, that you're really fatiguing the muscles, which is how they build. Okay, we're gonna do a few shoulder bridges, just really articulating, loosening up your spine. We're gonna start with feet flat, heels right beneath your knees. Imprint your lower back down into the mat. Heel your spine slowly up 1 vertebra at a time to a nice high shoulder bridge. Then breathe in, reach the arms all the way behind you. Stretch through the fingertips, lift your hips even higher. And then as you exhale, drop your rib cage down first. Really narrow, tilt the pelvis. Try to get 1 vertebra at a time down on the mat, especially through that lower back, before your hip bones and your tailbone comes down. And then again, breathe in. Take your hands back to your sides. Breathe out, imprint the lower back down. Slow exhale as you articulate, peeling the spine up. Imagine heavy Velcro, just peeling 1 vertebra at a time up off the mat until you're in that nice high shoulder bridge. Knees slightly pulling together, but not coming any closer than hip width apart. Arms then stretch over your head, back to the hands, touch the floor. Hips go a touch higher. And then as you breathe out, imagine a bicycle chain, link at a time as we drop back down to the mat, 1 vertebra at a time, through that lumbar spine, through the hip bones and the tailbone. And then the hands come back to your sides. Second set, or third set, actually, we're gonna lift our heels up, walk your toes in, press your lower back down. Again, peel the spine all the way up. This time we're gonna add a few repetitions in our shoulder bridge. We're gonna lift your fingertips up to the ceiling, drop the hips down, and then breathe out. Squeeze the glutes to lift them back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Stay there for 6. Try to drop the hips low enough so they touch the mat and get as high as you can. 4, 3, 2. Last one, holding high, reaching the hands behind, back to the hands touch the floor, and then slowly melt your spine down one last time. Hug your knees into your chest, add a little bit of movement, using out any tension through the lower back, rocking side to side. Everybody's favorite position in the class. And then take your hands behind your knees, chin to chest. We're gonna roll up and balance. Elbows wide, shoulders back, feet up. Hands along the sides of your legs, and then just go down and up. Breathe in and out. Stay here for 6. Imagine hooks pulling your chest towards your knees. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you to hold the backs of the knees. Again, try to roll the shoulders back, stretch your legs, bend the knees, pull the knees a little closer, extend, and bend. Let's even add the hands, lifting the arms up as you extend the legs. Last 2. And hold the last one for 4, 3, 2, 1. And let the feet go down to the mat. Reach forward over your legs. Grab onto your feet, your ankles, wherever you can reach. And just draw down, stretching your hamstrings. Okay, flip yourself over and onto your front. I want your feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes turn out with your arms up to the corners of the mat. So your body, your arms are almost doing an X through your mat, your arms and legs. Draw the core muscles in, squeeze the glutes slightly, and then lift and lengthen through your spine as you lift your arms up. Inhale, lower the arms back down to the mat. Exhale, lengthen and lift. Exhale, inhale down. 4 more. Lift and lower. 3, up and down. Last 2. And we're going to hold this last one up for 4. Stretch the arms a little longer, lift the chest a little higher. 2 and 1, and then take the hands back down. Let's take your hands, stack one on top of the other, and then walk your heels together. So your heels touching, toes turn out. So your legs are a bit like a mermaid tail. No daylight between those legs. Everything's squeezed tight. Rest your forehead on the back of your hands, and we're going to lift the chest, lift your legs. Exhale. Inhale, heels stay touching. Imagine you're trying to hold a piece of paper between the inner thighs. Get that chest high. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1 more. Holding up for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then take the chest down, take the legs down. Take your hands back along your sides. We're going to keep the feet on the mat. Feet are about hip width apart. We're going to lift the chest, turn the knees up to the ceiling, pinch the shoulder blades together, and then inhale, lower down to the mat. Exhale, lift. And lower, really rotating the arms. Palms of the hands should face each other behind your back. Pinkies pointing up to the ceiling, shoulders down away from your ears. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, and with the last one, I'm going to lift the chest, lace the fingers behind the back, and then see lift your legs up as well. And hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands under your shoulders. Sit back onto your heels, toes together, knees apart. Good. We just have one last exercise to do. We're going to do a tricep exercise. I just like to finish with some triceps and make sure we work those into the class. Nobody wants flabby backs of their arms. Fingertips point towards your hips. I want you to bend your elbows, pull your elbows in towards each other, and then extend, squeezing the triceps, the back of the arm. Each time you get that extension, you're trying to lift your elbow up towards your shoulder. Stay here for 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to dial it up. Extend the arms, lift the hips up, and again, bend and extend. 8, 7, 6, keep those elbows pulling together behind the back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift your right knee up. Let's do 4 with the right knee up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right foot comes down, hips go a little higher. Left knee up. 4, last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the left foot down, sweep the hips between your hands, lift the arms up. Get those arms behind your ears, really lifting the chest. Bend your right elbow, and then try to connect your left hand to that right hand behind your back. Change sides, lift your left arm, pull that left elbow in, and then take the right hand back, and again, try to connect the fingertips together, get that bind, lift your chin, reach the crown of the head, and then release, and then we stretch. Roll down onto your back, cross your right ankle over your left knee, get the hands on the back of that left knee. Try to push your tailbone down into the mat, find a little space under your lower back. So coming into that neutral spine, and big breath, let everything go. Lean over to your left hip, pull the knee in. Roll over to the right hip, pull the knee in. Back to the center point, and then change legs. Left ankle over the right knee, hands around the back of the right leg. Pull that right knee in. Sink your shoulders down, press your tailbone down, and that space under your lower back. Rock over to your right hip as we pull the knee in a little closer, and over to your left hip, pulling that knee in. Back to the center, and then uncross your left leg and just reach your right toe up to the ceiling. Extend your left leg long. And just climb up that leg, almost like you're climbing a rope. See how straight you can get the knee, and then just hold the leg in your right hand. Drop the leg out to the side. Left hand goes to your left hip to try to anchor that hip down to the mat. And then exhale, pass the leg across your body. Left hand holds the leg as the right arm goes out. Looking to the right, flex and point. Flex and point the toe on the right leg. That's 2 and 1. And come back to the center. Let's change the legs. The left leg goes up, right leg long again. Try to inch your hands up that leg towards your ankle. Keep your head and shoulders down. If you struggle with flexibility, your hands may just come to the back of the thigh, but just try to work into a straight leg. And take that leg into your left hand as you drop the leg out to the side. Keep your right hand on your right hip. Keep the hip down. Good. And then cross the leg across the body. Switching hands. Keeping your left hip down. And flex and point and flex and point. Last one. And then come back to the center, knees into your chest, chin to chest. We're gonna roll up to sitting. Cross your feet, spin yourself around to all fours. Come to a nice big cat stretch, chin to chest, tuck your tailbone. And then reverse it, lift the head, arch the back, lift the tailbone. And then tuck your toes, lift your hips up, press into your heels. Good, pedal through the feet, right heel down, and then the left, and right, and left. Last 2 and 1. Both heels down. Walk your hands back to your feet. That was the mailman coming, by the way. One of the downsides or upsides of working from home is to get the occasional delivery. Lift the arms up overhead with a big breath in. Breathe out. Come up onto your toes. And then reach your arms out to the side. Lower your heels down to the mat. Lace the fingers together behind the back. And then just swing everything out. Great, well done. Excellent workout, really efficient. We got our cardio, we got our strength training in. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. See you again soon.